Am I live? Oh, can you guys see me? Am I live yet? Okay, I'm live. All right. Guys, I'm exhausted. Oh, you're gonna have to work with me. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, so I can't even think right now. Um I don't even know what oh wait. I was about to say I don't even know what day it is. It's the Sunday lineup. It's Sunday. Oh wow, I've been here too long. I think I've been here since Thursday, maybe Friday, Thursday or Friday. Yep. I was in the middle of a work trip. Did not plan on filming. In fact, I was going to upload a video of installing my propane tank. So I have a propane tank mounted underneath the van now. But I didn't have time to really edit the video because I was dealing with my van. Let me show you guys. Oh, let me grab my phone because I'm connected to the hotspot. So I got no transmission, folks. I am in the middle of a grassy parking lot. There's my trailer. Not this business, but the business on the other side of that business. Um, they're not the ones working on my transmission, but they are the ones letting this other mechanic work on my transmission. He pulled the transmission yesterday. So yeah, I've been stranded since Saturday, Friday. So yeah, Friday, I was in the middle of my deliveries. I was leaving Naples, got to Fort Myers, made a delivery here in Fort Myers, was heading to Sarasota to pick up a delivery. And I had just filled up on gas and started hearing something like I was dragging something along the concrete. I was freaking out. I thought it was my propane tank. I thought maybe the propane tank hit something and fell off. So I got out of the van. I was at a Publix grocery store, looked up underneath it, didn't see anything. And I was like, all right, so that's got to be something with the van. So I got back in the van, turned it on, and then I noticed a little wrench light icon come on. I've never seen that before. So I looked it up, and they were Google. Yeah, the wonderful world of Google was like, yeah, it's something to do with your powertrain or your four-wheel drive. And I'm like, I don't have four-wheel drive, although I wish I did. So thankfully, there was a shop right across the street, not this one, but another one. They diagnosed the problem, and they were like, yeah, all the transmission area. Cool. Oh no, I've disconnected. Anyways, where did I leave off? Calling the transmission shop. So I probably called about a dozen shops, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And I was like, there's no freaking way I could sit still in the middle of work for that long. Finally, I found somebody. Problem was, I'm in Fort Myers and his shop is in Naples. But thankfully, the him used the shop to work on my vehicle. So yeah. Yeah. So to make matters worse, I had to borrow the money to get my vehicle fixed. And then to make matters worse, I can't keep my van on the property where they were working on the van because they need it for other jobs. They only had my van on the property for about 3 hours to pull the transmission, and then they moved me over here to this lot. And then this lot has no hookups whatsoever, so I can't plug into shore power. And they parked my van right up underneath these trees, thinking they were doing me a solid by keeping me in the shade. So now my solar batteries are down to like 45%. And so I've got to make sure that I don't turn on my fans at all during the day and just sweat my ass off and I've got at least another 2 more nights that I got to sit here. So, yeah, I wouldn't really mind, but it's my fridge with all my food that I'm worried about. So, yeah, fingers crossed that I can make 45% last another 2 days. Anyways. All right, so now that I've done all that, let me catch up on this chat. Okay. Yes, hey everyone. I'm just going to say hey everyone because there's a lot of people. Oh, I see a question. Where would I want to be stranded if I had a choice? If I was going to be stranded, like vehicle broke down, I guess in a city, any freaking city, even though I don't like cities. But if I was going to be stranded but still had the means to get out on my own, the middle of the mountains away from civilization. Hey, quiet on set. Can't you see that I'm filming here? So rude. Anyways, people honking. I would want to be stranded in the mountains. If I was stranded in the mountains, I probably wouldn't care. I'd go hunt my own food, take a bath in the river or something. Oh, let's say I got a super chat. Hey, Nathan, put it towards whatever you need. I need a new transmission, Nathan. I'll put it towards that. Yeah, $4,000, folks, is what I'm having to spend. Like I said, I had to borrow the money. So all the money I was making from this work trip, half of it, half of the transmission fee, the 4,000, I got to pay half of that off, and then I immediately got to turn right back around and do another work trip so I can pay the other half off. Yep. How many miles on the van? Well, when I bought the van 3 years ago, I bought the van on my birthday, June 3rd. So what year is this? So it was 2020. 2020 is when I bought the van. 2021, 2020, 3 years. 3 years this June. It had 45,000 miles on it. And now I'm like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 away from 280,000 miles. So yeah. So I guess in the last 2.5 years, I've done 240,000 miles. What do I want for my birthday, Matt? A bigger transmission. Yeah, that's another thing I found out. So yeah, that's another thing. So that back to this transmission, before I started my YouTube channel a year ago, or a year and a half ago now, this happened before. I was coming back from a work trip from Tennessee, and as soon as I got back into Dallas, Texas, all my high gears went out on me. And I had to get a U-Haul to hook up to my trailer to finish my deliveries. I picked up the U-Haul in Dallas. I had to go to Austin and San Antonio, dropped off the U-Haul in Houston. Then I had to get a plane ticket to go back to Dallas, get an Uber ride from the airport to the transmission shop. That cost me $3,200 back then. And that was almost 2 years ago. And now here I am again. Now with this one, the guy that's working on my transmission has told me, hey, yeah, your transmission isn't cut for what I do, hauling the trailer and whatnot. I wish the first guy would have told me that, because then I could have saved up my money and got a bigger transmission. So that's something I'll be doing here in the future. Not looking forward to that. That's probably going to cost me around $10,000 with the transmission. I'll have to get a new drive shaft because the transmissions I've been looking at are longer. So I have to get a shorter drive shaft, and then labor. Unless any of you guys work for free and know how to do all that stuff, I'll buy you a case of beer or something. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. We will most certainly have a drink about it, Joe and Emily, but we are not going to laugh about it. I'm still probably going to be a little pissed. So a lot of y'all may not know this about me. It's something I don't really talk about unless I'm in person, but I have OCD. And if you know anything about OCD, it's more of a physical, or it's more of a mental than a physical thing. Like, don't get it confused with people who have to have stuff in like a very particular order in their cabinets or whatnot. I got a touch of that, but no, mine's all like mental. I overanalyze everything. And so, to go back what you were saying, we're going to laugh about this. No, I'm still going to be thinking about it and what I could have done differently, and it's going to piss me off. Hey, Jim Ross, thank you for the super. Sometimes stuff just makes living difficult. Yeah. Living in a vehicle just makes where you stop slightly unpredictable. Hope it will look up sooner than later. Me too. I mean, if you're living stationary or you're a nomad, you're going to have the same amount of problems. Your problems might be different, but you're still going to have problems. So you just have to accept it. I accept it. I don't like it, but I accept it. No, live fierce daily. I do not go to Michigan. I think that's one of the few states I've yet to cover in my work travels. But I do imagine once I stop hauling a trailer and I'm traveling for fun instead of work, I will visit every state. Just catching up on the chat here. Well, I'm always looking for excuses, Frankie, to go to Canada. So yeah, you're right, Matt. Getting a different vehicle for hauling specifically doesn't really bode well with what I do. I was thinking, grabbing this 250 Super Duty, that it would be sufficient enough and hauling a small trailer. I mean, my trailer's only 7 by 14, and I don't put that much weight in it. It's just furniture. But I mean, my bad. And I don't like spending money on hotels. I don't like having to go to truck stops for showers. So it made sense to convert a vehicle to just live in and do that type of work. But my bad for not doing my due diligence to making sure my transmission could do the job. Michigan is like Canada without the steroids. Are you saying people in Canada are on steroids? Or are you talking about the scenery? Okay. The scenery. Oh, well, anybody got any questions for me? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep staring at the screen like an idiot. Change the view. Man, I've been getting a sunburn. Can y'all see that I'm stressed out? I can, like, look at that gray hair. Oh, hey, thanks, Land Cloud. I've seen you help others without even being asked. Hopefully it comes back around and you get back on the road soon. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just like helping people. That's my thing. I think to be honest, the reason I help so many people, or at least try to do nice things, is to balance out all the negative stuff that goes on in here. I got to do something nice. I got to like balance the good with the bad, if that makes sense. Yeah, I see them asking for my Venmo. I'm not giving my Venmo. Look, you guys are too nice. I don't know what my Venmo is or my Cash App. I don't know what my PayPal is. I don't know any of that stuff. Hey, regretless. Thank you. Yes, I will see you at the bus fair. Hopefully. That's another thing. Oh my god. So, like, I'm so stressed out right now. This transmission. So I mentioned earlier that I was at a point to where I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't even remember. So let's pretend like I didn't say this at all. So this work trip, I was actually at a point to where I could start paying off all my debts, not all of them, but start putting towards some of it. And because like the last 2 months, I've probably spent about $7,000 plus. Uh, transmission fluids, differential fluids, new brakes, rotors, and tires on the van, new brakes, rotors, and tires on the trailer, and getting my exhaust fixed, new motor mounts because my van was shaking. Uh, yeah, so I've spent a lot of money in the last 2 months and haven't been able to really put any of that money towards some of my debt. And this trip here, I was like, I literally same day was having a conversation with my aunt. I'm like, yeah, I'm making, so and so this trip, and I'm finally going to be able to start paying off some of these credit cards. An hour later, boom, no transmission, $4,000, and now it's going to be at least another 3 work trips, knock on wood, before I can start paying off my debts. That's not good, Matt. You got to get on it. Anytime anything happens with my van, I immediately try to get it fixed. I'm fortunate enough that I have relatives who will help me as long as they understand how appreciative that I am and adamant about paying them back as quickly as possible. That's another thing. So I mentioned my motor mounts. I still have to pay $500. That cost me 1,000. But the shop back in Texas that I go to for my van, they're cool. And they let me pay half when I picked it up, pay the other half after this trip. It's always something. It's always something. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a bummer. It's a big bummer. A big F and bummer. Oh, Nomad man. It's neither. I've got the weakest motor in the Ford Econoline. I've got a 4.6. So that's another one of my issues. So I don't know if I've talked about this in one of my videos, but when I was searching for a van, when I knew I was getting into this lifestyle, I hope my friend Chuck Cassidy is here watching this, but I wanted to get a 7.3 liter Power Stroke. Sorry. I wanted to get a 7.3 liter Power Stroke diesel motor, but I also wanted a high roof. I didn't want to have to get a van, cut the roof, and do the roof myself. I wanted barn doors, not the sliding doors. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I would walk to the back of the van and show you, but the last time I went back there, we disconnected. So I also wanted modified doors on the rear. So the doors there's more of an opening, if that makes sense. I wanted all this, and I got it all except the motor. So that was the drawback. I couldn't find everything I wanted and the Power Stroke. Gordon. Oh, hey, everyone. Gordon Berg. That is my uncle. Y'all have seen him in my videos before. I don't know how far back some of you viewers go, but if you remember the one guy who was like, "You want to see me nude?" It's my uncle. Yeah, he helped me put in the propane tank. So hopefully next week that video will go up and you will see him. Also, if any of you guys like cover songs and eventually originals, Gordon, you need to get on that. Go to his channel. He does a lot of live music, live recordings. What am I trying to say? He covers other songs. He's pretty good. Go check him out. Yeah, I need a rest too. Is Alyssa's taking off? Yes, go get some rest. Get some for me while you're at it. What year is your Econoline Lift Fierce? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just catching up on y'all's chat. I think this is the first time I've done a live by myself and I didn't have someone with me. So I'm trying to still engage and read everyone's comments. Obviously, I can't multitask. Let's see. Geek Boy. I was stuck in worst Palm Beach for 12 years before wait, elaborate on that, Geek Boy. Like you were stranded in Palm Beach for 12 years? You could have got it. Like, how were you stranded? I think that's a joke. Oh, my uncle. Show them a power stroke for a $20 tip. These people don't want to see my power stroke. Oh, mosquitoes are getting bad, guys. Oh, speaking of mosquitoes, is Alyssa still here? Alyssa, I've been using your plant-based mosquito spray. It's coming in clutch right now. Okay. Oh, heck, guys. Come on now. Van Schulten. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope I do get my van fixed quickly. So the guy, like I said, he took the transmission out yesterday. It only took him a few hours. He didn't start on it until noon. I think he was done by like 3 or 4. And then I took him to the seafood joint called Pinchers. Bought us some shots and some shrimp. And then I saw him earlier, but he was working on someone else's transmission. Tomorrow, he will be ordering parts and overnighting them. So hopefully we get the parts on Tuesday, and hopefully we get them early in the day. Excuse me. Hopefully we get them early in the day Tuesday so he can have it done by Tuesday evening, and I'm back on the road Tuesday night. If not, I should be back on the road Wednesday, but I'm shooting for Tuesday. I mean, I've already lost one job sitting here. I had this horse statue in my trailer that made from concrete. I picked it up in Hollywood, Florida, and it was supposed to be going to Houston, paying $400. And the woman reached out to me today, and I didn't realize this was a time sensitive delivery. No one said anything, and this is something that I have to deal with quite often. But I had to explain to the woman, I was like, I'm stranded. I don't know when I'm leaving, Tuesday or Wednesday at best. Long story short, not to go into gritty details, but the guy that I picked it up from came and picked it up and had to get somebody else to deliver it, and I had to give back the money, $400. So yeah, I'm not having fun right now. Oh, we got another super chat. Matt, dude, Matt, you guys are awesome right now. I'm telling you what, like, y'all don't have to send me money. Okay. I don't do well with that. Like, I'm supposed to be giving, not receiving. I did not mean to say it like that. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you. You guys are freaking me out. All right, let me see if I can catch up on some more of these chats here. Yes, Kevin Barry, this is the vegan spray that Alyssa got me. It's plant-based. I wonder if that means like the mosquitoes can eat it and be okay. They just won't touch me. I don't know how it works. I'm trying to make a stupid joke. Nathan, again, dude, you don't have to keep it going. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Seriously. Like, I don't do well with people doing stuff for me. Uh, Growing up as a kid, anytime someone did something nice for me, I always kind of had it held over my head. So I just mm, I don't deal with it very well, but I appreciate it so much. So I hope it comes across. I love each and every single one of you. I appreciate all of you, but you don't have to do anything for me. I'll let you know, Joe and Emily, if this bug spray works. I think it does. They haven't messed with me. I like to think they're not messing with me because I got too much meat in my blood. Oh, wow. Okay, I am really behind on this chat because it just kicked me to the bottom. I'm sorry. All right, let me scroll back up. Yeah, you got to go to Painters. It was actually decent food. I mean, it's a bit pricey. I got like 2 tacos, fries, fruit, 4 shots, and some shrimp for like 80 bucks. I think I spent more on the tequila. Yeah, if any of y'all haven't seen Alyssa's video today, y'all should go watch it. It's a sad one. I mean, it's good, but it's sad. I don't want to give any details away if you haven't seen it. John Newkirk, are you talking to me? Do I use a third-party dispatch? Do you mean like for work? If that's what you're asking, no, it's all me. I find my jobs, I plan my routes, I schedule my drop-offs and my pickups. I do everything. Haha, weirdo. I see what you said. Yeah, I don't do any of that. Matt, you serve the country, so we always owe you. So you don't owe us, we owe you. Kevin, I realize how far back I am on the comments because you're leaving comments based off of what I just said. Joe and Emily, thank you for the super. Guys, y'all don't have to keep sending me supers. You know, as I'm saying that, I realize how hypocritical that sounds because I'm the one who turned on my supers. So if I didn't want them, I'd just turn it off. I appreciate you guys. You all rock. Geek Boy, I'm trying to read your comment right here. Honestly, I'm a little confused. Wish I could help. You don't have to. The thoughts are appreciated. But the gel storm a couple of weeks ago did a major damage to my little rock, and we now need a new roof on the house. I got about half of that. Oh my God, people. Oh shit. Come on now with all the supers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all this super money because by the time this super money comes in and I actually receive it, I should be at bus fare. I'm going to bring a lot of alcohol. That's what I'll do. And maybe we'll do another live stream and I'll get all the other people from the Sunday lineup that are going to be there and force them into taking shots. Or I could put it towards my gas. It's going to cost me $1,600 in gas to get there and back. Kevin. Thanks, Kevin, for the super. Here, don't do well with this. I won't, but I will. Yes, you can definitely pour water on me. So freaking hot. I've got water in my tank. I mentioned that earlier, but I'm trying to conserve it so I can take cold showers. Oh, that brings me that's another topic. So a lot of y'all been asking me when is Vegan Hunter 2 coming out? I wasn't going to mention the date and I'm still trying to get it done, but I'm trying to have it premiere the Sunday that I'm at bus fair so we can all sit around and watch it, those that are in it and with you guys premiere it. So that's what I'm shooting for. Bus fair, Vegan Hunter 2. So the end of June. I'll tell you what, my friends who appear in it did not make it easy for me to edit this. Matt knows what I'm talking about. You're right, Uncle Gordon. You're right. Bye, Dina Butts. I love your name, by the way, if you're still here. I always say Nina Nut or Bina Nuts, but Dina. John Newkirk, thank you. Just because. Thank you. Just because. Dude, all these other super chats coming in. Jesus Christ almighty. Sorry to hear you are having engine troubles. You are such a nice and genuine guy. I try to be. You always go the extra mile for others. I try. I try. You know, a lot of people don't understand. I believe my circle does, but most people, I need to think about how I'm going to phrase this because I don't want to offend anyone. In my experience, the friends that I had before this community, they didn't realize that being friends with people takes work, like a relationship, like a marriage or whatever. Being friends with people is work. You got to put in the work. Jim, thank you again, dude. I guess this will cover a meal or two while you are stationary. Yes, I've been having to spend money that I didn't want to. So yes, this will definitely cover some food. Thank you. I always seen you backing up people and their videos, so the good vibes you sent out are boomeranging back around to you, back at you. Thank you. Chuck, dude, haven't seen you in a while, Chuck. What's up? Chuck Spencer, Transmission Funds. Thank you. Hailstorm. Okay, not Jailstorm. I'm with you, Geek Boy. I should have connected the dots. Live Fierce Daily. I see a profile pic of a woman. What is your name? Or should I just call you Fierce, like all women are? You deserve a few shots on me. Shorts. I believe you meant shots, but it says shorts on me. I'm wearing shorts right now. Okay. I need to relocate. I'm getting uncomfortable. Got a tree. I'm literally holding the laptop like a server tray. Oh, that's a good idea, weirdo. Do some truth or dare shots on a live. I'll see if I can convince everyone to do it. I'll probably have to wait until they get their buzz going and then just sneak a live in and then just like have them come in. Oh, I think I just got pushed down to the bottom again. Yeah, that is pretty intense, Kevin, for a hailstorm to have to get a new roof, but I can relate. Before I bought my van, I had just bought a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Side note, Jeep Grand Cherokees, aside from the Gladiators, are my favorite vehicle. And I just bought one. It had a 5.4, 5.6, 5.7 V8 Hemi, um, air ride suspension. I was able to raise and lower it 4 inches off the ground, 4 inches closer to the ground. Had guardrails, rock sliders, and then I had it for 3 months. Turn around, sold it, and bought this van. And oh, anyways, the point I was getting to is I had a that Jeep Grand Cherokee right before I bought it. I had another one, and it was in a hailstorm, and thankfully my insurance covered it, but it was about $6,000 in damages. Oh yeah, Matt, Chuck's bit, it's good. Samantha, thank you for the super. Everything that's happening right now is phenomenal. Thanks for hanging out and sharing, Bart, and everyone. Choo choo train of support continued. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to Donica. I'm gonna tell you what though, Vegan Hunter 2, like, I don't want to give anything away, but there is potential for a third one, but I don't know if I want to do a third one. Because editing, because I'm trying to top the first one. The first one I did in just a few days, and it was really, really simple because it was only 3 people really involved as far as having to film. This one, I got almost the whole Sunday lineup in, and it was an ordeal. And having to arrange, you know, 10 plus people and making sure all the lines from cut scene to cut scene are in sync and using 3 different cameras. It's a nightmare. I like your comment, Matt. I have 3 friends from college I still keep in touch with. I'm the one who always has to initiate contact, and I know I'll get a response in 7 to 10 business days. But that's life. They're Fierce Daily. You still haven't given me your name. You don't have to. Yes, these are awesome shorts. I only wear camo shorts. That's a lie. I do wear other shorts, but I try not to. Those are like my gym shorts. I don't really go to a gym, but I do work out. Maxine, why am I stuck in Florida? I guess you got here late to the party. My transmission went out. So I literally do not have a transmission in my van. I'm in the middle of I'm in the grassy knoll, grassy parking lot. And there's a business, not that one, but over there, a guy working on my transmission. Well, he will be when the parts come in. Oh, and Matt just answered you. I am so far behind on these comments. All right, I just got kicked down again. So I'm just going to stay down here at the bottom and just read what I can see because I keep falling behind. Matt, the new Gladiators or the old ones? What is the difference? I can tell you this, it doesn't matter if it's a new or old. I'm going to buy stock. I'm not going to get a Rubicon or none of the upgrades because if I ever do get a Gladiator, I'm going to do all my own upgrades, my own lift, all my own suspension, all that stuff. Oh, Terry. Okay. It's Terry. Hi, Terry. Fierce Terry. That's your new name. What am I going to do with the canoe, Matt? I mean, I'd take my trusty bench knife, my trusty Benchmade, and make a canoe. But what the hell am I gonna do with the canoe? I'm like at least 40 minutes from the water. Oh, you're talking about the old no, new Gladiator. Not I don't yeah. The old one was probably would look cooler if I could do a resto mod and have the old body style of the Gladiator, but with all the new parts. I might do something like that. Kind of like my other favorite vehicle. I'm going off on a tangent. Uh is Eleanor. If anyone knows who Eleanor is. I want to get a resto mod of Eleanor. Yeah, I saw your Jeep, Matt. I was a little jealous. I appreciate that, Spencer. I'm glad you're getting in those watch times. You should comment though. It'll help me out. Even if it's just to say, "Hey." Yeah, Alyssa's got a new nice rig. It's pretty badass, but I'm a Jeep kind of guy. Yes, Paul. Nicolas Cage's is Eleanor. But I was actually into that car before that movie. But I could say the original Gone in 60 Seconds beat me to the punch. I think the original one had Steve McQueen. Argentina. Man, I don't want to butcher your name, but I'm going to say Mundo. What's up, Mundo? Greetings from Argentina. Another crazy nomad. We hug you. I'm hugging you, brother. I'm giving you a big sweaty hug right now. Hey, Riley. Everybody go subscribe to my friend Riley. Riley does life. She's cool. She's all over the place. Live fierce daily. I love anything that looks fierce. Do I look fierce? Yeah, I know Steve McQueen was in Bullet, but I thought he was also in Gone in 60 Seconds, Paul. The original came out a long time ago, probably back in your day. Sorry if I'm shaking. Let me see if I can get this camera steady for y'all. I'm trying to get comfortable. I've been sitting down all day. I've tried to walk around a little bit. I walked around for about an hour, and then I was just sweating from the heat, so I came back to the van. My name is okay, you're a girl. Okay. What's up, sister? uh I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Can you like break it up? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cuss here. I'm white. Like I'm whiter than white, and I can barely speak good English. And I don't think I'm supposed to pronounce your name with an X starting it off. Like something tells me the X is silent. Oh, look at all these comments rolling in here. Let me catch up. Chef Santa, what's up, man? I'm stuck in Fort Myers. I've been here since Friday. Sorry. I guess I should have hit you up, Frankie. I don't know. Sarasota is about an hour and a half from where I'm at, and Venice is about an hour. And I don't know if I would want to drive my van that far, because the guy that's working on my van now, his shop is in Naples, and that was an hour backtracking, and I didn't want to do that. So he found this shop here, which was a 10-minute drive. Oh, Paul, you didn't know that? Paul, all right, correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, but I'm pretty sure you're like in your 50s, maybe your 60s. I want to say that you've mentioned your age before. But yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage is not the original. It was a remake. You guys talking about actors, like good actors? Well, I'm a big movie buff, in case any of y'all didn't know that. Um, they see actors that are still relevant today that I like. I know some of y'all are going to be like, ooh, gross, but we'll name off some of the male actors. I don't even know if I want to say this guy, because I know he's got like a bad rap. Um, Tom Cruise, you know, like him or hate him, his action movies are legit because he does all of his own stunts. I cannot stop watching the sequel to Top Gun. That movie is phenomenal. So I do like Tom Cruise when it comes to action films. Let's see, more serious actors. Let's see, who else do I like? There's so many. I like Colin Farrell. I like let's see, still relevant. There are some other actors that I used to like, but because of their public personas, I don't watch them anymore, and I don't want to say who they are. Um, see, oh, I'll tell you who's a good actor: Oscar Isaac. Um, if you want to see a really good movie that he's in, go check out Ex Machina. That was a good movie. Ryan Reynolds is cool, but I hate to say it, unless he can actually do something different, he is kind of he's limited in, I don't want to say he's limited in himself, but he's put himself in this comedic action category. I'd like to see him do a serious role where he's not trying to be goofy all the time. That being said, I am a big Ryan Reynolds fan. Uh, Women actors, oh man, Tilda Swinton, I think is how you say her name. Um, she played Gabriel and Constantine with Keanu Reeves. She was in the movie The Beach. Um, Kate Blanchett, she's pretty cool. I like her stuff. Helen Mirren, she's still making stuff. I like her. See if there's anyone younger. Well, I can tell you, I'm a I'm a big fan of Natalie Portman, but for other reasons. All right, who we talk? Do I like Yellowstone? Yes, I am a huge fan. So Kevin Costner, huge Kevin Costner fan, and my aunt and uncle had been watching that series for years, and I'd been every time I'd go to their house, I'd see them watching it, and I finally got into it, and I watched all 5 seasons within a week. I can't wait for it to come back on. I'm a huge Cole Hauser fan now that that's said, but he doesn't really do a lot. I didn't even know that was Cole Hauser who plays Rip in that show until I started watching it. But he doesn't do a lot of stuff. He's done like a lot of action stuff. Bradley Cooper's cool. I like him. Dame Helen Mirren. Yeah, she is a dame. Oh, I'm a huge Zoe Zeldana fan. I like her stuff. Nathan, peace out, man. Thank you for the supers. I can't wait to hear from you again. I'll see you in the next Sunday lineup. Take it easy. Be safe out there. I don't know if any of y'all seen this since we're on the topic of Helen Mirren, but I came across a reel. I don't know if it was like a YouTube reel or an Instagram reel. Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, the rapper, he was on Stephen Colbert's show, and I think Stephen Colbert was asking if there was an older woman that he had a crush on, who was it? And he was talking about Helen Mirren. I think he and I are on the same track. What's up, Bowers? Lenora? I don't know why I said your last name first and your first name last. What's up, Mo Dog? I'll have to agree and disagree with you, John Newkirk. Like, there are some good films with Mel Gibson, albeit those films were decades and decades ago. His new stuff now is, it's kind of like he's just rehashing old characters. Helen Mirren was a hottie back in the day. Hell yeah, she still is. Back in the day now. Probably, weirdo. All right, guys. Let's see. We got a few more minutes. We can hang in there. I know my buddy Chuck has got a video coming up here soon, and I think about 20 minutes. So, y'all got any questions for me? Let's see if I can do anything about this lighting here. Oh, my van is a mess. Check it out. Oh, I can't really see much. It's too hazy. Oh, we got a bird. Oh, I scared him. I was going to try to zoom in on the bird. The bird is the word. Who is that question for, Terry? Who's working on a classic Chuck stash? I know I'm not. I grow the kind of mustache that's not good for the face. As soon as it comes in, I got to shave it. Otherwise, somebody might call the cops. Clint Eastwood is awesome. Yes. I think his last movie I saw him in was Mule. Is this? I think I'm mispronouncing your name, guys. I'm sorry if I butchering y'all's names. I apologize. Annette or Anita? Annette? Annetta? Annette? Annette. Yeah, this transmission is going to be a problem with my work trip because I'm literally smack dab in the middle of a work trip and broken down. So I usually go from Texas to Florida. That's my main route because I can do it quick and make a decent amount of money to pay stuff off. And I'm in Florida. So I was on the return trip back to Texas and transmission crapped out. So I'm having to spend $4,000 to get it fixed. And doing so, I lost one of my jobs. One of them came and picked it up because it was time sensitive. Oh yeah, Mo Dog. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, again, transmission. First, my low gears went out. Oh, Annette Bidding. Annette. Okay. Annette Bening, another good actress, although she hasn't really done anything in a while. So, I'm a huge James Bond fan too, but it just depends. I did like Daniel Craig as James Bond. I sort of like Pierce Brosnan, uh, Bronson, Pierce. I like that Pierce fella. I sort of like him. I like Sean Connery. Uh, was it Roger Moore? Roger Moore. I sort of liked his stuff. And then what was the other guy? George. There was another guy. I think one of the originals. I didn't really. Maybe it was just the way they shot it. I wasn't a fan. Maybe I was too young to enjoy it. But I guess of all the Bonds, I mean, Daniel Craig, I did like him. I'm interested. I'm interested to see who is going to be the new Bond. There's a rumor that Idris Elba might be Bond. That'd be cool. Yeah, so it was George. Yeah, see, I wasn't a fan of that guy. Oh my God, you guys are going back. Highlander. Oh my God, I grew up watching the Highlander films. I was a huge Highlander fan. I tuned out though after what was it, Final Dimension, which was the third one that he did with oh, I forgot the guy's name. He was the villain. The villain in the third one. Someone help me out here. Who was the villain in the third Highlander film? It was Highlander Final Dimensions. As soon as someone puts a name up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was it. Google it. I just had a thought. I've got whiskey. Anybody want to take a shot with me? Sun's getting real low. It's shot time. All right, we got any last questions? I think I'm gonna cut it off here in probably the next 5 minutes. Annette, no, no. As a bartender, I strictly forbid you from drinking Fireball. Fireballs are trash. Trash, trash, trash. You need to elevate your whiskey game. Okay? 20-year bartender. No, listen to me. And any of your friends that condone your actions with Fireball, Mario Van Peebles, thank you. No, no Fireball. That was the guy. Thank you, Jimmy. Mario Van Peebles. Oh shit, Pappy Van Winkle, Modog, easy man. That's expensive. I know. I used to sell that stuff. All right, I'm gonna get my whiskey. Sorry if it gets a little dark on y'all. All right. I got the gin. Oh my God. No. No. Guys, I'm out. I am out. Uh Sad. Maxine, if you don't like whiskey, that's because you never had anyone make it right for you. I could mix whiskeys well with other things, and you won't even know you're drinking whiskey. Fireball is for when you have a nasty cold and just want to end the misery. Or Fireball is when you want to have a nasty cold and live in misery. Matt, I'm in my van, okay? I don't have a rolling bar. Although, had I bought a bus. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all this. Where's my phone? There's gonna come a time in a day where your boy is gonna upgrade. And when he upgrades, this is what I'm getting. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Let's see if y'all can see this. Oh. This is just going to be a taste of what I plan on doing in the future. Goals. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm going to finish off this last drop. Here's to y'all. Everyone, thank you for the supers. I really appreciate it. Everyone who showed up to this live, I appreciate it. Everyone who watches my videos, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. This is for you. This little bitty baby ass shot. I have gin, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. I don't drink gin, but I might just so I can get a buzz. But I actually have gin to make deodorant. I make my deodorant from gin. Now, tell me I'm not a nomad. Or maybe that's a bartender thing. I don't know. Yes. All right. So I put this in a spray bottle, which is right here. And then once I fill it up with gin, I do about 30 to 40 drops of an essential oil, lemongrass, peppermint. Right now I'm using cranberry, and I just spritz it on. And the benefits from using this for deodorant is it doesn't clog up your pores like natural store-bought deodorants do. And so you can still sweat without the smell. That's what the essential oils are for. Or you can go without the essential oils and just smell like an alcoholic. Your choice, your preference, but it allows you to sweat naturally. The only downside is you have to use it more frequently than store-bought deodorant. I can live with that. You know, this cost me $6 and this will last me a couple of months. So nope. Nope is asking me to share the deodorant recipe below, but I just want to say nope. But I just shared it with you. It's just gin and essential oils. You pick whatever essential oil smells good to you. But I will tell you this. I don't know if everyone reacts differently to essential oils, but when I used a lemongrass, ooh, that burned. It burned. I switched to peppermint, and peppermint didn't burn, but for some reason, lemongrass did. Okay, everyone. My good buddy Chuck has got a video coming up here in a few minutes. We're gonna wrap this up. Again, I want to thank you all for everything, from watching my videos, from just hitting the subscribe button, the notification bell, for all the supers, for the nice comments, and just being there and putting up with my dumb ass. I know I can be a lot to handle. Thank y'all. So with that said, I'm going to peace it out and talk to you guys later. Love y'all. See you next Sunday. Peace. Now let me end this motherfucker.